This is Gmod. What is it? No need to ask. You already know what it is. It's one of the most famous Gmod add-ons ever. I hate it. The doors don't work. So I got a different add-on called Gmod but better. The doors still don't work. But who cares? I was bored and decided to make a save where two teams do a gang war trying to overtake the map with its various locations being the targets. There's also Boxcar Joe, or Mailer 7, scattered around the map being mysterious. So what's his deal? Anyway, to make this video available, I'm going to split it up into sections. The locations, their lore and function included. In some ways, I recommend using the map like with the vehicles and weapons. Something I need to bring up, the functions. There are three types of functions: medbay, repair shop, and stand points. For any building that isn't a base, it can either be a repair shop or a meetup spot. Keep in mind, they can all overlap. Don't worry, I'll explain what these mean. The lighthouse is a stand point. Stand points are filler bases. If your main ones are struggling, you can at least hold this point, regroup, recollect your equipment, try your best to negotiate with that enemy, and eventually take back a more efficient base, or maybe just multiple stand points. Vehicles can enter and park here as well. This base has really fun combat opportunities. For one, you can mount this ledge to get a sniper position. There's a stand here to get some good shots off, but you yourself are exposed heavily. Finally, there's this part where you can climb up the path and fight your way up to the checkpoint. On top of the lighthouse is Boxcar Joe. He's got 2 bottles of beer, an old hunting rifle, and a suitcase. He can also be spotted elsewhere in the city. There's a destroyed fence and traffic cones with one of them missing. Oh. This building is a repair shop and a meetup spot. In this territory war, there's still a spot where people can commute to and hang out. In fact, Joe is here again, with 2 bottles of beer, a suitcase, and no rifle. Because it's in the daggum suitcase. It's a foldable rifle after all. Also, I'm editing it right now. I just realized I probably shouldn't have searched up foldable rifle. There's a small pile of explosives in the back, which can be used as a trap. In the garage portion of the station, repairs can be made to vehicles. The station is secretly storing large amounts of ammunition as well, including rocket launcher ammo. This place is great for meetups since it's in the middle of the map with the most road access. It just seems like a place a mafia deal would take place. It can also be used to assassinate important gang members. A barrel can be used against the enemy, a sniper could hide in the forest, a sniper team could pull up in the field, and the giant glass window can be taken advantage of. Across the street is another meetup spot. There's a small pavilion at the fence that can hide operatives from gunfire, and the radar house is a perfect ambush. There's a big window in the back and a small window that shows the pavilion. Joe's on top of the radar tower with 2 beer bottles, a rifle, and a suitcase. The main base for one of the teams. If you're doing red versus blue, have the decency to make the red team have the red star, or Soviets versus Germans. This is a medbay and repair shop. There's this hallway with a sniper opening. The main hall has the medbay. The garage on the surface is where vehicles get fixed. The tunnel leads to a small operations table. This is where the checkpoint should be if you choose to add any. There's a security booth, parking lot, and back area. There's a small pile of explosives in the back. Up on the cliff is another industrial zone. There's only 2 ways to get there. This road, or climbing up this ladder, mounting a pipe, climbing over these boards, run over the roof, climb the ladder, go through the shed, and finally get there. I made the boards out of wood the first time, and at first I thought I was going to have to do it all over again in non-breakable material, but then I realized it's a really cool mechanic. So yeah, and for Joe, I have no clue. This location is really cool. For one, it's a standpoint that protects the castle, where only one lane is open with enough space for 2 trucks to pass by. All this makes it really cool when the enemy has a whole damn convoy trying to get to the castle.
Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat.
Joe's back. He's at the overview. He sits there patiently with a rifle, a beer, a suitcase. Wait, what? There's this. Where's the second one? Oh. Not only is it a nice detail that he threw his beer down there, but also that a bunch of tourists would as well. And you might be thinking, well, why didn't the city install a trash can so that way someone could pick up the trash and it doesn't blow off the cliff? This is a meeting place, and it sucks, but it's got a nice parking lot for meetings. It makes the tunnel even better, cause you could ask, yo, we need to talk, head on over to the historic castle. This is the main base for the other team. That being said, it's a medbay and repair shop due to its access tunnel. It's got this ladder to get down to the catwalk. Go through here, and you're in the main tunnel. If you place a checkpoint on the base, make it here. It's perfect. It's kind of like the TF2 maps. There's this physics-based door here that leads to a bridge. It's broken up into the sections because some random terror can drive straight on through and take the point, but with blockades, it won't do that. There's this pit down here that can be accessed via falling off or taking the stairs. Another standpoint. Similar to the tunnel, it's one lane only. Joe is nowhere to be found. Across the river is this medbay and a standpoint. It's got a nice view of the coast, not like you need it or anything. It even has this crane that when the hook is shot, well... Where's Joe though? Oh! He's holding on to his heavy suitcase, since it's got a rifle in it, and 2 floating beer bottles. This is a repair shop and a standpoint. Not much else to talk about though. You can't use it for army training since it's an appropriate gun range. There's some other places you can find Joe. This fence I talked about earlier, and this watchtower. The funniest detail is that down below there are a bunch of beer balls. There is one on the rock, and of course it's smashed. Jump scare warning. But there's this model in Half-Life 2's files that scares me. This NPC citizen model that is used in instances where you can't see his face normally, so to apply more optimization to the game, for otherwise an entirely rendered citizen. Under the peninsula is a bunker door. Upon breaking in is that same model. At the lighthouse, there's this big ramp that you can use to get there easier. There's this idiot that tried to use the ramp but overshot it and slammed into a tree. This river itself is supposed to make you feel like an idiot because if you fail to jump there... I hope someone finds this funny. I highly recommend getting Glide Base and Left 4 Dead Glide. It's easy to use and can traverse the terrain. My best pick is that the leader should have a hatchback with the appropriate color. The car for transporting many people is the civilian van, and the supply truck should be an airport service fuel truck. It's cool, okay? It should be used to resupply the other bases. Also recommended to not use bikes because it gets unfair after a while. The SMG grenades can be used as artillery, but you shouldn't spam it. Force them to use grenades. Artillerymen should stay stationary. The best way to regroup if your plan is failing is to order everyone to flee down to the lighthouse, take it back from the enemy, and secure that bridge. This way, if anyone wants to pick off the last of your forces, they gotta pull up with the landmines and security guards to get you. As from there is to either take the port, since it's a good bit away, or take the risky option and go somewhere in the mountains, cause think of it, if you send the convoy up there and take the airport or something, or better yet camp out in some random place like under the landslide bridge, they're gonna get caught off guard. Hell, half your team is holding onto the bridge with dear life and you relapse around the other team and kick their ass. Anyway, that's Fork War. I was bored and made this. I'm also gonna release a ranking video of all the locations, not cause I'm petty, but because again I'm bored as hell. I'm useless during the summer and nothing has changed unless Judgment Day happens 3 years too early. Alright, see ya.